First of all, big thanks to anybody that just happened to come across this video. Small channel, small channel things over here. um, and wanted to talk about the whole, the whole reverse boosting, two boxing, whatever else kind of name there is for it. Um, Now, honestly, um, I honestly don't see the point. I don't see how beneficial it is to do reverse boosting or two boxing. Like, okay, from a YouTuber, Twitch person standpoint, I guess, um, the guys that actually do that and they post their, I got 30 nukes in one domination game or some whatever bullcrap that they got going on. Of course, the reason they're doing that is for the views, and the views equals money, and the money means that they can keep going with their YouTube channel, pay whatever bills they got, whatever. Um, Even though it's so apparent that like they're clearly reverse boosting or two boxing, and then they try to act like that they're really good at the game. Um, it's apparent to some players like me because when I play, I'd say I'm a above average player, like not way above average, but I'm an above average player. I'm not horrible. Um, you might see a little bit of that gameplay here,
Domination.
but I definitely don't like even if I had a successful YouTube channel, Twitch channel, like I just couldn't do that. When it comes to that whole two boxing, reverse boosting, you know, some of these YouTubers or Twitch streamers or whoever dropping, I got 30 nukes in one like kill confirmed game, somehow. Like it's so obviously apparent that they're doing that in order to get like a 30 to drop 30 nukes in one game when normally the skill based matchmaking is so strong that anybody that's able to get that amount of high kills, they're gonna get paired with people who are just that good, like who are as good as them. So there's no way that you're gonna be able to get uh, such like kill bombs like that because everybody around you is just as good, if not a little bit better, than you are. Um, because when you and me get on this game, uh, we can't even think about getting on and dropping a whole nuke because the people that we're playing against is just as good as we are. They're shooting back, they're doing their slides, their slide cancelings, they're running around with a shotgun. Uh, they're peeking the right angles. They know which they know which angles to peek. Like it's a whole different like world, but it's the real world. You know what I'm saying? I can see somebody doing that for the money, for the views. I'm not saying that it's right or anything. Like I don't want to get into morals with a like video game, but at the same time, it does lessen the experience for certain like for a lot of players. Like, can you imagine getting on and getting completely dog walked by somebody who is just clearly way better than you? You're like, wait a minute. I thought there was skill based matchmaking. How is this person here? This guy is like way better than me. It's like he's playing ranked right now. You know. How is he in my lobby? Well, he's two boxing. You know. And all of a sudden, the game is much less fun because this guy's doing all these mechanics, all this strafing and slide jumping with very good precision and accuracy. Like, people that do like, okay, for example, when I get into a game, I'm matched up against the people who are my skill level. It's only when, in a lot of these casual matches, like sometimes I do get people that are just like out of this world, and I do struggle with people that know how to strafe, slide, cancel, and jump all at the same time, and they keep their gun right on me. Like they keep their aim right on me. For me, I usually hit my first 10 shots. But when they're doing all that, it does become much harder. So when playing people like that, I genuinely have to, all right, I guess I gotta focus up now because I'm playing against people that are really like just try hard sweaty in a casual match and didn't even queue up rank mode or anything, which is the crazy part. Um, so yeah, that becomes easily apparent. I can somewhat keep up with them, but I'm gonna be struggling. Don't get me wrong. So I can only imagine people who are, worse at the game. They're getting killed 30 times before they even spawn, and then they get nuked out the game because the game just ends when you get a nuke. I'm pretty sure. Um, like I wouldn't want to play after that either. Like I honestly hit escape, 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 B, back, whatever button it takes. Turn off console, turn off PC, unplug. Uh, where's my breaker box? Like I'm getting out of there as soon as I can, and it's more like the main issue isn't. Okay, well the issue is the whole reverse boosting and two boxing. I feel like an even bigger issue is the fact that people will do that and act like they're really on top of the world of Call of Duty. Like you're really gonna flex killing people that are basically bots. I've seen the argument. You might as well just go into a private match and set the bots on recruit. Um, because you're basically doing that. At least have some integrity. It's really about the integrity because how you gonna do that and brag at the same time? Like, who are you, bro? It's sad that people do all that for the bag or whatever. Honestly, the SBMM always felt like it's way too strong in Black Ops 6. Like it's been in the game. Like apparently it's been in the game for a while now since what? Advanced Warfare? I believe, yeah. Yeah, it's been in the game since Advanced Warfare. The algorithm always tweaking their system, whatever that runs it, always getting better. Um, so, but the main issue in this game is it's at its strongest point or something because why does a casual match feel like a ranked match? It shouldn't be like that at all. When I compare the amount of times that I play ranked and then the times I play casual, um, um, like unless I'm going into both games where I don't care and I don't notice these things, of course my experience is going to be genuinely the same unless there's an outlier in there running around that has a 2 point something KD and is actually like really like good at the game and way better than me. But when I sit down in the game, I get on, I notice that there's barely any difference. Of course, in ranked, you can't use certain guns, like you can't use certain sniper, you can't use any snipers actually. DMRs, you can't use certain attachments, certain perks, and tactical gear and all that nonsense. But um, other than that, like it matters. It's basically the same. Um, it's basically the same when it comes to being paired with people that are at my skill level or even more. I've always felt like it shouldn't be as strong. Like when I think about other games, like let's take Rocket League for example, they have their own competitive mode. When a game has their own competitive mode, that's where the SBMM should be at its strongest because it's competitive play, it's ranked play. Everybody's trying to get better. Everybody's serious. Everybody is trying to get their rank up. They're using the highest gun skill point that they possibly can to to rank themselves up higher, as high as they can. That's where the serious COD competitive play is at. That's where the SBMM should be at its strongest. Why does it feel like? Why is it that in casual play it's the same strength level? Like this SBMM is the same strength level. That doesn't make any sense. With and what's weird is it's almost it's the same strength level, but it's got a slight tweak. Because actually no, I think it is the same. So for example, the other day, I let's see, I did well in like a TDM match. Like I did more well than usual. Um, and I noticed I'm like, wow, these people that I'm playing with aren't really that good. Where is my gun? Wow. These people that I'm playing with aren't really that good. Like when you go into a game, the next game that you get in, are the people hitting their first 10 shots? Like look at the kill cam. See, let's look at this kill cam here. Oh, he's got the AK. Wow. Are they hitting like within the first 10 bullets? How many bullets are being hit? You know, the people that I was playing against, yeah, they weren't really, they weren't really doing much. Some, here and there they might have been, but it was to where like I was dropping like 40. I think I dropped like 40 kills or something like that, and like low death. Bring up the next game. It was like night and day difference, the skill level that they decided to put me up against, because I did that well in that game. Call of Duty just decided to, this guy is really good. He's definitely got a 2.0 KD. Even though like people have their good games, they have their bad games, but it's like it doesn't matter because the SBMM is so strong that it'll update instantly. So your games are constantly fluctuating in skill. So you're wondering, how could I have done this well in this game and do like dog water in this game? Why am I playing against these people in this game? Why is the people in the last game like kind of like basically booty cheeks, and the people in this game are like CDL players? What's going on? I feel like it's because the SBMM is so strong that it's a game by game basis. And I noticed this because that game, there was another time I got on, I didn't play very well. The next game I instantly noticed the player base of the lobby that I was playing against was it was noticeably like they weren't nearly as good as who I would normally play, at least, As I say that now, as I'm talking, because I'm not really focusing at all. As I'm talking, going 5-9 right here in this Newtown match, I know that the game is gonna update instantly and put me in like some worse lobbies, quote unquote, like so to speak, because that's how strong the SBMM is. It shouldn't be that strong in casuals. Like people are grinding camos, people are like trying to get a knife camo, like people are doing challenges. Like most people in the casuals aren't really going that hard compared to like rank. But unfortunately, some people are forced to start to play hard because if they just mess around, like not people don't really like dying over and over and over again. Nobody likes dying over and over and over again. Especially when they know like they have the skill to like keep up with the person that they keep dying to. They want to use that skill. It's like, all right, I guess I gotta play a little harder, because I just keep dying. This guy, but then that forces like try hard, sweaty, ranked CDL matches in casual playlists when there is a whole ranked playlist for that exact reason. It doesn't really make any sense as to why they've made it that strong. I don't know whose decision that was, and I have heard that a lot of the decisions that Call of Duty makes, or Activision, Treyarch, whoever, it all just pertains to money. It always goes back to money, you know? A lot of the decisions always come back to money. That's why, you know, they got the research to back whatever decision that they do, because as long as they got that loop, that cycle of creating a constant stream of income when it comes to microtransactions or whatever else, they're going to keep doing uh they're going to keep making decisions that aren't necessarily good for the actual game and the player base, but they're going to keep making decisions that line their pockets more, which of course we can always all understand that because they're a company, they got to make money, that's how they're able to make the games. But of course it should be a balance. It shouldn't all just be about the microtransactions, um to the point where the to the point where the game suffers. And that's why the past, I don't know how many Call of Duties, one reason why I haven't even played Call of Duties really since like I played MW3, didn't play it very long at all. I hated it. It was I don't know if I hated it, but it was just not good. Like it just wasn't good at all. I did not enjoy it like one bit. So I can't really count that. Before that, I remember playing World War II. I absolutely despise that game. Holy goodness gracious. There's so many games. There's so many things about that game. I can't even remember, but I hate it. It was so bad. So definitely don't count that one. And before that, like, uh, I think we got to jump back to Black Ops 4. You know, so I haven't really played much of the Call of Duties. Like, I played Black Ops 1. Everybody, like, agrees that that's the holy grail of Call of Duties. Played Black Ops 2, 3. I freaking loved Advanced Warfare. I know people were controversial about the what do you call it? About the movement in that game with the jetpacks. That was like probably the height of movement. You know, people could boost up in the air like 10 feet within like half a second. But that was fun for me because, you know, if your aim could keep up with that kind of omni movement or whatever, then you know you're really good. And they had it to where you could keep up. You just had to have really good aim in order to keep up that well. When you start to notice the matches that you play against, like the people that you play against in each game, you'll notice how drastic it can change, which can honestly hinder your experience. Like, you know, you could go in there just not really care, just you know, have fun, which is the whole point of the game. Don't get me wrong, it's to have fun, enjoy the game, but it's hard to do that when you have these apparent choices made by Activision, Treyarch, whoever the people are. I don't really care. That kind of hinder your experience, because that's the whole point of the game as well, is the experience. Anyways, leave a comment, like up the video if you enjoyed it, and we out.